All right. We are live here on twitch.tv/Perry Von Vicious. Welcome aboard. We are doing some WWF No Mercy today. Making Rip Bison, Iron Rip Bison, my longtime friend, tag team partner, rival, opponent, uh, road companion, roommate while I lived in Japan. I had previously made Rip Bison in WWF No Mercy, but or sorry, not No Mercy, WWF WrestleMania 2000. But as No Mercy has become my go-to game here, I think it's time we add him in here. I think it's overdue, quite frankly, because right now we have me, we have Delmy, we've got Doctor Redacted, we made Sid, and we've got CPA, but we definitely need Rip Bison. Hey, Rye, welcome, welcome. All right. I did not do any of the pre-work on this, so you're all going to sit here while I type Rip's name into the thing here, which is a tedious and silly, laborious process. It was a different time. These games were not meant to be fun or work well. We typically just had a group of friends over and suffered through it, you know? Hey, Nicka Beans, welcome. Mr. Man, welcome. Everybody's rolling in. It's good. I gotta change the schedule on my Twitch. Still says that I stream at 9. It's been 8:30 for a while. I think it's a better time. I was really pushing it on whether I'd make it to a lot of my workouts because I'd be on here pretty late. So I'm happier with this setup. I definitely have more time and more energy still left in me after the earlier start. Doom, 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 doom. We are making Iron Rip Bison in WWF No Mercy. I uh, I I was going to make Levi Shapiro. I decided Rip Bison was the better choice because after my match with Levi on Saturday, to my surprise, uh, Rip came out to the ring and let me know that at Celebration Day he'd be the challenger for the Grind Grand Championship. I had been under the impression that that was not going to be the match at Celebration Day. There was a different match planned, and shows what I knew. Okay, I think we're giving. We could give Rip the skull, but let's see if any of the actual faces look like him. I mean, Foley is usually. I think that might be the face we use for Rip, right? Like that's maybe in the ones we choose because needs the hair and the beard and everything. I think Foley also has very Rip has very Foley energy. I was going to say it the other way around, but yeah, I think we're going with the cactus face. And Rip is not 6'3". He is 5'10". And I don't know what he actually weighs at this. Oh, good. I'm glad to see some of the stuff I set up is working. My night bot is in the chat. Nice. Um, yeah, I believe these days he's probably maybe 230, 225. I'm not really. He's not a light heavyweight. That's it. That puts him. We'll make him 231. That keeps him as a heavyweight because he certainly is a heavyweight. He is a heavyweight wrestler. As far as music goes, I believe we got to go with Cactus Jack as well. That would be his music here for sure. I don't want to get the copyright strike, but I'm gonna play it anyway. What a great theme. No Titantron for Ol' Ripper. And now we get to the fun part. We're going to start making him look like himself. Oh, Nightbot's going off here. So in wrestling terms, he's 6 foot 250. I mean, if that's the case, then in wrestling terms, that makes me like what, like 6'6", 260, 270. Um, we tend to go with our shoot heights and weights. Like we tend to go with the actual numbers because on the indies, we are big. You know, you put Rip next to most indie guys, he's a big dude. And I had the interesting experience. I know Ryan Nickabeans are in the chat. I had the interesting experience this weekend of very much being outsized in the ring by someone who I used to be bigger than. I was wrestling my old pal Levi Shapiro, and he outweighs me now. I believe he was announced at as 260 or 265, and he himself is 6'1", 6'2". So he's very close to my height. I'm 6'3", but just barely 6'3". And I'm, right now I'm around. I'm announced at 245, I believe. I'm closer to somewhere between 235 and 240. The 245 is just because I haven't updated it with any of the ring announcers. Um, but yeah, he outweighed me by a good 20, 30 pounds, and we're darn near the same height. And I've not been manhandled that way in the ring in a long time. Ryan Nickabeans can tell you they were there in person to see it. I was thrown around. It was something. Let's see. We got mediums. We got thicks. Rip might be right. Might be a thick right now. He's I believe at the end of what we would consider sort of a bulky phase, but I don't know. I feel like this medium is closer to Rip than this. It's a hard call. I know there's some folks in the chat that see the shows. What do we think? Is he a medium 2 or a thick 1? It's a tough call. I feel like maybe medium 2 is good. Right? Like this might be a bit much. Like that might be a little too thick for him. I don't know. I'm gonna hem and haw about this forever if I'm allowed to. Sound off in the chat if you got an opinion which one you think. Like I'm thinking. Actually, he might even be like medium 1 because he's pretty jacked. The classic barrel chested model. Yeah, something like right like this isn't too far off, but I don't want to. He's not like I could see. I'd have to see how this character looks from a distance. But I'm thinking, God, it's really hard. I think this might be him. I think we're gonna go with medium. Well, even maybe no, maybe that is too little. Now that I get that different angle, that's definitely too little. He's a freaking powerhouse heavyweight. He's this guy. I think the complexion is fine. Yeah. He's like you said, barrel chested. Absolutely. All right, head shape. He like me has a giant Polish head. He and I are of a similar descendant background in that way. I think that one's pretty good. Now we got to find a really grouchy face. We might be searching for a little bit here. I'm gonna start way at the bottom. We're gonna find a grouchy ripped face. That's way too happy. Oh dang. That actually 97's pretty good. Someone's got to remember that for me. I'm actually I got a pad here. I'm gonna write it down. Doing some graphic freelancing earlier and had to take some notes, so I just happen to have a pad near me. 97's a maybe because it was grouchy, but we need a distinctly grouchy. Ooh, that's pretty grouchy. That furrowed brow, very Rip Byson. The furrowed brow might be good too. I see Nickabeans saying that 97's pretty good. I'm gonna write 90 down because that's a maybe as well. Ooh, man, there's a lot of grouchy faces. That one's a little doofy. That one looks a little like... That's maybe not the one. The nice part here is that face is a little too elderly. See, that's angry, but I don't know. Is that a rip face? That's a little bit of a rip face. It's getting written down too. It's getting they're all if it's close, it goes on the list. What can I say? I want to try to avoid like really. There are some very funny faces in this game. I want to avoid anything that's like too like recognizably some famous wrestler, you know. It could be one of those early ones for sure. 'Cause now we're way up in the really recognizable ones. I don't know if any of them's really gonna have the 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 right kind of grouchy. You know, Rip is a cantankerous fellow, if you will. Oh, the Ken Shamrock face isn't bad. Man, are we really gonna use the Ken Shamrock face? That can't be right, right? No, no way. What size hat do I wear as a fellow big head haver? I'm curious. I have no idea what size hat I wear. I buy the beanies that are all sort of, elasticy, one size fits all. Otherwise, I don't generally wear hats. I have a baseball cap that I've been wearing when I work out in the basement. Just there's cobwebs and stuff down there, and it keeps me from getting them in my hair while I'm wandering around because I'm tall. My head's right up next to the ceiling in the basement, so when I'm in the gym or I'm in the workshop, I'll throw that on. I tend to keep it pretty loose. I'd have to look at how many. It's one of the like the old buckle style ones. I'd have to look at how many of the little pegs I use, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head because I'm not generally not a hat guy. I wear beanies when I'm inside, but they're all one size fits all and stretchy. Okay, so it's either 97, 90, or 77. Those were the answers that I came up with. So let's see, 77. Maybe not. That's a little too, there's too much going on there. You know what I mean? 90 was pretty good. But I don't think there's enough going on there. It's a little plain. I think our first instinct of this grouchy 97 is the one. All right. Now, I'm making a specific version of Rip. I'm gonna hop over into a window here so I can pull up an image from Rip's Twitter, and we'll see if I can find one that is the version of Rip I'm making. Because in the previous game, we made sort of classic Rip Byson, long hair, bandana, the trunks. We made Bison the last few years. Yeah, we sort of made. Actually, I need to change where we're looking here. Yeah, we made this Rip Bison previously. Trunks, vest, that Rip Bison. That's not the Rip Bison that we're trying to make right now. I have a specific. I would like to make long tights, slick back hair Bison, which is a much more recent look. Like that's just the last year and a half. And right now, the only picture I'm seeing of him like that is him being dropped on his head. So I might have to jump over to his Instagram to find a picture. Bear with me while we find what we're looking for. Thank you, Nightbot, for sharing my stuff. All right, let's find let's find the Rip Bison that we want to create in our world. It's our world. We can create any Rip Bison we want. This is a pretty good picture to work from. Yeah, that picture will work. So you're gonna have to look closely here, but this Rip Bison, long tights with his hair tied back, white boots. That's the Rip Bison that we're trying to make here. So now that I have my test image that I can reference, let's go ahead and bring our game back up here. Uh-oh. Oh, No Mercy crashed on us. That's not happened before. Sure hope it saved what we've done so far, because that would be a real shame if not. Woof. Hate to see that. I've never had one of the retro games crash on me. Oh, it crashed again. What? What is happening? That's so weird. Yeah, that's never crashed on me before. Whole new world happening here. I do hope that it saved what we were working on, but I kind of doubt it. I'm going to be very, very sad. I'm going to open it up and check. I'm going to bring you all in to see it in just a sec. We'll see. Did it save? Of course it didn't. Ah, we have to start all over again. That's okay. We're going to jump right to his looks, and I'll go back and add his other stuff after, because I'm not going to make you watch me type stuff again. Okay, one moment while I... Oh, it crashed again as soon as I went to stream it. I am dumbfounded, you guys. What? Oh, I mean, I would hate to end a stream early, but if it keeps crashing, I'm not gonna sit here struggling over and over. This is crazy. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get it up to stream. Okay, I think we're back. It does mean we're gonna have to start over, which is a real shame. You hate to see it. We can't edit because they didn't save. Gotta create. Unbelievable that it just did that. All right. Appearance, body. We decided to go with thick 1. That's fine. Head, I believe we went with head 2. Face, we wound up going with 97, I think it was. There it is. All right, for the hair, we are going tied back. So let's spin him around and get a look here. That's a little bit long for him. He's closer to like this. That might not be long enough for him. We might have to go with regular long hair bison. Let's get a couple lengths here and see what we got. Okay, what's middle look like? Middle might be the length. Man, that's the length we need for bison. All right, we're back in business. We're back in business. In the hair front, we are going to give him his headband that he currently wears. So I think the hair front we can just leave as it is here. But just in case, give Rip the guile hair. Let's see, he's got a great hairline. Not like old Pear Bear. My hairline is regrettable at best. Okay, so I think... Yeah, that's like that or my hairline. His hairline's great. We are going to give him the bandana though, so we're going to put him there. He's got black hair. Really, it's like black on brownish kind of hair, but in terms of the, you know, the way we want this to sort of look, it's going to be... Yeah, I do still have a hairline. It's uneven and crooked and a lot higher on my head than I'd like it to be, but it'll be fine. Let's go facial hair. We need to give him a big danged beard. A full-on beard. Okay, 12 is, I guess, a maybe, but I don't think it's really his style. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, they got a lot of crappy stylized rubbish here. Yeah, like that ain't it either. That ain't it. These are all too like coiffed. His is a well done beard, but it is not dainty by any means. So I think we're going with, I think it was 12. Yeah, I think we're going with 12. So that's the best we're gonna do. Now heads, caps. I think we need to give him. We need to give him like the X-Pac or something. Might be under masks. Maybe it's that bandana. Wish I could change the color on it. It's just black. That's boring. Maybe there is a different one here. Let's see. I think there's like the X-Pac one that actually looks like a bandana. These days he does have a headband he wears that's very like Japan influenced. Yeah, I think the X-Pac one. Yeah, it's a shame I can't change the colors on it, but I guess black will be okay. It's gonna have to work. I have been very limited so far, and I'm not thrilled about that. Ring attire. We need long. Ooh, actually, the Al Snows are pretty close. If there's one that's more like flames coming up it, like that's gonna be pretty good. It could be the like the cane pants maybe if there's the one with fire. His is sort of black with like white and black fire is kind of the look. One of the Eddies could probably do it. Yeah, like this. Oh, this is the one. Oh, because he wears the belt too. Wow, okay. Yeah, with the white flames, I think that's going to be the look for him. And yeah, dang, that's really good. You know what? We'll go with the slightly lighter black because his are matte. I believe this is meant to be like sort of a leathery. No, you know what? They're just darker. It's fine. That's gonna work. Let's see what happens if I go. Yeah, that's not enough contrast. There we go. Yeah, that's looking like Bison's tights. Heck yeah. I believe nothing on the upper body is going to be the look. Got like, oh, you know what? He does do the armbands. You know what? I'm glad I checked. He does the Farouks. And he does them black. Good. Glad I checked that too. We're figuring it out, you guys. We're getting there. All right. He does tape up, but not really like that, I don't think. Let's check wristbands. Wristbands are going to be what we need. And it's definitely taped, and it's going to be white. Okay, that's looking Rip Bison. Is there a way to give him body hair? I don't think there is in this game. Maybe it's under tattoos or something? I seem to recall there being like body hair. Is A-Train in the game? Yeah, right? Wouldn't you think like there would have to, you know, maybe, let's see. I would think he's in the game. Maybe he was in the last one and not in this one. Yeah. Oh, wait, there we go. That's body hair. We did it. He's got a little. That looks terrible. That is not his. That's. It's the wrong color, and it's way too like you can see it too much. That's no good. That's a no good, boss. We're not doing that. No elbow pads. He does his knee pads under the gear now. Feet. Feet. We need to have those. Let's see if the cowboy boots show up here. Because we need the cowboy boots. And he does the white boots with this. I know I have the cowboy. Oh, that might be them. I think that, yeah, maybe. 14. Oh, there it is. That's the ones. And now we gotta switch the look here to that. Yeah. That's the ticket. That's what we're after. That looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, Austin Powers levels. Yeah, it was too much. It was too much. Too prominent. Entrance attire. We got to get him a vest like Austin's, but maybe without all the Austin stuff on it. Biker vest, maybe. Let's see. We might have to go with the Austin vest, which I believe is what we had to do in the last game as well. Sometimes now he just does a t-shirt coming out to the ring. Like, it really depends on the show. Like, it depends on his vibe that day. And the Austin vest might be it. He does still do a vest with like spikes and things on it, but I kind of don't like it. Yeah, maybe just the regular vest is the way to go. What's this do? What's this change? Oh, that's just those. Make them white, make them stand out. All right, we'll go with that. Props. I don't think they have a strap or a chain, but I mean, he'll honestly. I've been on shows with him. He'll just grab random stuff backstage to carry out to the ring because he's a madman. It's awesome. Watching him just walk around and he'll go, "Oh, maybe I'll carry this to the ring." Guy's nuts. All right, we're there with the look. I think now we gotta figure out his fighting style. His stance. His stance is going to be wrestling. He's got a pretty regular stance. Ring entry is normal. He's not a jump over the top or a leapfrog guy. Counters and reversals are definitely heavyweight. His speed he's fast. And always hit the stage. Yeah. Oh, the stuff he's done that just terrifies people because they don't see him coming. My favorite is I saw him in a Rumble match for BST a couple of months ago, where he just decided right before his music played he was going to bring a chair to the ring. So he grabbed a chair that he saw backstage, ran out to the ring with it, hopped up on the apron, and Andy Brown turned around and he just sabooed Andy Brown with the chair. That wasn't anything anyone had talked about. He just did it. Because it was Andy Brown. So you knew he could. Right. I think Rip's a fast recoverer. Bleeding. I have rarely seen him bleed, but we'll put it normal because that makes the game more exciting. His reaction to blood would most certainly be aggression. His reaction to everything is aggression. His endurance, he's strong as hell. Honestly, like, I was a little annoyed when Rip came out and challenged me for the Grind Grand Championship come October 25th at Celebration Day in East Hampton, Massachusetts. Got to get those promo moments in here. I was a little annoyed because wrestling Rip is a violent occurrence more than most matches, and I had just finished a match with Levi that was also really physically demanding. And I was like, what are you guys doing to me here? Let's see, what's going to be his go-to weapon that he pulls out when he reaches into the crowd? I feel like it should be the metal chair. Feels right. All right, good. Parameters. Offensive strength. He hits very hard with his body and his arms in particular. Legs or whatever. Flying's got to go up because he started doing the moonsault. Harry, I met your relative that was in the front row. I'm assuming that would be Nissa, who has been in the chat a few times. I believe her name in the chat is usually Day Without Darkness. That is Nissa, who was my my cousin, older cousin, who when I was just a wee little tiny little baby was my nanny. Would stayed at my parents' house while she was going to college in the town my parents live in. And yeah, she would watch me when I was little. Okay, for his defensive strength, body's way up there. You can't hurt his body. His arms are pretty good. Legs are strong as hell. You can't hurt his legs. For head, I'm actually going to bring it down. I feel like he gets hit in the head way too often and way too easily. I did some moving of chairs for her so she could be up front. Talked in the bathroom, somehow ended up talking about the next grind and cut. Oh, cool. That's awesome. At her wedding to Eric, who was there, who is a huge fan out in this area, has a great YouTube channel. Eric from Parts Unknown. They're getting married in the spring, and I will be the officiant at their wedding, which means yes, once again, I've somehow been sucked into going to another wedding. I swore I wasn't going to weddings. Okay, I could have him accompanied by myself or Delmy. I'm not going to do that. I think I'm just going to leave him to his own here. Yes, thank you, Mr. Man. Oh, she's the best. She's the best. Nothing but great things to say about Nissa. She and Eric have been mainstays of the wrestling fandom out in this area. And it's always nice when they can make it to one of the shows I'm on. They come to Blitzkrieg shows pretty frequently as well. Yeah, I often joke that I wonder if she ever watches me in the ring and thinks, you know, I put so much work into making sure he was okay and safe when he was a tiny little baby. And now he's 41 in the ring and diving off the top rope and getting slammed around. Like, what was the point? Oh, I should throw it out there. If you're in the chat, I have added custom channel emotes down in the emotes in the chat. You should give them a shot. See if I can see them. There's a couple Perry faces. There's a couple monster trucks and things. Let me know if they're working for us. I was just messing around with that just yesterday to see if it would work. Nightbot warning you about spamming emotes. What? Okay, that is a setting I'm gonna have to go change in Nightbot. Unreal. Nightbot's first day on the job and he's yelling at regulars. Yeah, sorry about that. There's an emote. Yeah. Oh, hey, and just like that, as soon as you put the emotes in, he threw in the ad for the YouTube channel. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube. I'm so close to 1,000. I'm at like 965 or something like that. There we go. There they are. Look at them all. Perry faces, Gravediggers, Bigfoot, Big Fun. Big Fun, I believe, is a subscriber-only emote. Look at that. It's throwing all the ads out there. Okay, Nightbot and I are cool now. We're cool again. We're all right now. I'm okay with that. All right. Back to the grapples here. We got to set Rip up with some moves. We got to give him a move set. You know, the club to the neck ain't the worst thing I've seen, but he's a chop guy. Oh, the two-handed. What is he, Travis Huckabee? Man, I really enjoyed watching Rip and Travis Huckabee. I didn't get to see all of it, but I know that some of the hardest I've ever been chopped in a wrestling ring was Travis Huckabee. And seeing him chop Rip made me smile. Whoa, you can mirror them and put them backwards? I had no idea. I just saw two gravediggers nose to nose in the chat. Outstanding. Give him the old scoop slam. Blammo. Or maybe a slap. Oh, the overhand. Yeah, that's the overhand chop. That's no slap. That was the overhand. Oh, that's the modify redeem. Oh, cool. Heck yeah. Love it. That feels very Rip Byson. I should just be giving him chops, I think. Chops and like maybe if there's like short arm clotheslines or something. One hand slam feels very Rip Byson. Oh yeah, the little point. I like that it points directly at me in the emote. The tiny little me standing in front of what I believe is technically Bigfoot 13. This is a thing that I discovered. They did not make a Bigfoot 13 because they thought it was bad luck. So they had Bigfoot 12 and then they immediately made Bigfoot 14. But they needed to make a clone of Bigfoot 5 with the 10-foot tires for display at a restaurant down in Florida. That restaurant since closed, and then it was bought by someone else, and now it is at the Fun Spot in Orlando, and that is that truck. It's now called Big Fun. It was sort of Bigfoot 13. Like fans started calling it Bigfoot 13 because it wasn't an official Bigfoot truck. It didn't have a number because it was never used for anything other than display. All right, sorry, I've been jammering on. We got Rip Bisons to make here. All the mini chops. Cha 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 cha. Yeah, he's getting that. The chops are his thing, man. You know, it was his thing when he was when he used his old persona when he was Tomahawk. Yes, it was entirely superstition, which is you know, is very silly, but it's their prerogative to do, I suppose. Everyone looking forward to getting raptured tomorrow? That's what the internet tells me is happening. The internet's crazy, man. Everyone see the widow of that one dude that got popped week before last? Make her entrance at his memorial with pyro. Looked like she was Cody Rhodes coming out at Mania. How about that? Weird, man. I know if my spouse had passed in that way, I doubt I would be making any entrances with pyro at their memorial. Like, really weird. But, you know, everyone grieves in their own way, I guess, right? Like, what do I know? Maybe that helps. You know, we're giving him the chop down again. I like the chop down. I don't see any reason to mess with success. And then we'll do the mini chops again. Why not? All right. Front grapples. Front strong grapples. There's got to be some chops in here, right? Bear hug, backslide, belly to back. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to give him some... he's got to have a choke slam. He does a choke slam. Honestly, I think his choke slam's kind of better than mine. Like, to me, my choke slams look like this. Like, this is kind of what mine look like. And then this is what Rip's look like to me. Like, his seem much bigger. But, you know, I think he would tell you that this is what his look like. I think he's got a great choke slam. If we don't get Rapture, we'll get put on the spectrum via Thailand. Yeah, right? I saw Little Mean Kathleen just tweeted out, I'm going to take so much Tylenol this week. I was like, that's hilarious. That's a great take. The sulfur smell brought back good memories. Good heavens. Yeah, LMK is a hoot. let's see what else we got here. What else we got? This is more of a me thing, only I don't sit out with it. He and I both do falcon arrows. I haven't seen him do one in a little while though, so maybe not yet. Fire Thunder Driver. He should do the Fire Thunder. I mean, not to me, but he should do it. Front Power Slam. Woof. Yeah, there's a little angry pizzazz behind that one. I like that. Let's see, giant headbutt is. Actually, that does kind of feel a little bit Rip Bison-y. Yeah, why not? Let's see here. He does a lot of different power bombs. I don't even know what he would consider. Oh, the big spinning power slam is very Rip Bison. I don't even know what he would consider his finish these days. Maybe it's the Burning Hammer? It might be the Burning Hammer. That's what he beat Travis with. Let's get way deep down in here. He throws some power bombs. Let's see if... Yeah, he throws a Doctor Bomb. Let's see if there's multiple versions or just that one. Yeah, we'll go with the sit out, the layout Doctor Bomb. That's very Rip Bison. Oh, I saw like standing clothesline. Yeah, oh, yeah, sort of a Love Gun Lariat variant. Da 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 da. Yo, I had no idea. Whoa! Hey, hey, Auntie Christ, welcome, my friend. Good to see ya. Hey, I'll tell you, the grind ring, because you know it firsthand. You were very involved behind the scenes in the early days of grind. Ring bumps way better now. I don't mind getting into a little behind the scenes talk here on the stream. We got new wood for the ring. It was plywood before. And plywood is very, very heavy. Very heavy. And it would weigh down the spring so that when you bumped, it had nowhere to go. The spring was already compressed. We didn't know that that was what was going on, but that's what was going on. Since then, after seeing the rings in Japan, Rip went with 1x planks. Or I think they're 1.5x planks that are solid, but they're very light. Yeah, all we knew was it was stiff as hell. That's true. That's true, Auntie. Yeah, we got those new boards, put them on for the first time at RPM Fest, and we couldn't believe that the ring was bumping. Even on the soft ground at RPM Fest, it was bumping real good. And we've doubled the padding. We have now a double layer of the mats that go under the canvas. Which means when you're kneeling down or doing something like that, you get a little bit more protection on your knees. Just overall, in the last 2 shows, it's gone from a ring that I dreaded working in to a ring that I really enjoy. So, really happy about that. Oh, it was rugged up until 2 months ago. And in fact, there were some shows where it was worse. I think it had gotten worse over time because the spring gets worn in, and it was fighting less, so it was just drooping. It was a tough situation. This feels very Rip Bison. I've never seen him actually do it, but it feels very him. Okay, snap power bombs we saw already. Two-handed choke lift is more me than Rip. All right, let's run it back up here. There's got to be some kind of like super giant violent chop to hit here somewhere. Because that really is like a thing for him. I'm not looking forward to taking the beating that he's going to put on me at Celebration Day, but he and I always have great matches, and I'm not about to lose my belt to him, so it's what you got to do, you know what I mean? Heavy chop, headbutt. Those are 2 big things for him. Let's see, I'm going to look. Headlock. Yeah. We might have to go all the way back down to the chops that were down in this other, the slightly weaker move colors here. We gave him the chop down already. Mini chops we gave him. Yeah, I guess we got to give him an actual move here somewhere. Unbelievable. Yeah, I gave him a giant headbutt already, so that's in there already once. I'm trying to give some variety. I mean, it doesn't really matter because, you know, Rip like me, we have like 5 to 7 things we do, and that's about it. We just find different ways to do them. So yeah, maybe I will give him the giant headbutt again. All right, front special. That's tough. That's tough because I know his rear special is going to be the burning hammer. But I think his front special, I believe his front special's probably got to be like a doctor bomb. We already gave him a version of it, but that doesn't mean he can't have 2. Oh yeah, this so I had to unlock the fireball in this game so that I could give the fireball and the poison mist both to Dr. Redacted. Did I go buy the fireball already? It's got to be further down, right? There it is. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it doesn't show the fire in the preview. You got to see it in the actual match to see the fire. Let's see, not a DDT. It's not a burning hammer. It's a torture rack to a DDT. Oh, the huge choke slam. That's the big show choke slam. That's kind of what I want all mine to look like. And sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Good money to see Rip do a Faymaxer. You know, honestly, I'd pay good. It doesn't seem like a bad move for him now that I'm thinking about it. Just the movement type doesn't. Oh, Iron Claw. We can make Levi in the game. It doesn't seem like something he wouldn't do. Boy, we're seeing a lot of moves that I've taken recently. I took a giant jackhammer down at Power Pro Lucha weekend before last. I took the Iron Claw from Levi this past weekend. I didn't update my crawler. I think it's still showing the grind from this last weekend in my upcoming dates, but I assure you that's already happened. The Jackknife Powerbomb I gave to a bunch of people. I gave this to Levi over the weekend, even though he outweighs me by somewhere between 20 and 40 pounds, depending on what weight we both want to admit either of us are. Oh, right, that's awesome. I'm so excited. I can't wait to see. Again, I'm happy to talk behind the scenes stuff here on stream. When Rip came out to call me out, when the video comes out of him coming out to call me out, you'll be able to see a moment where we're standing and we're sort of nose to nose. Rye, you're over here on camera side. And I held the belt up between us so that it would be in the picture, me holding the belt and him, us staring each other down. And he pulled up the mic like he was going to start talking again. And I said, pose for Rye for a sec. Set it right in the ring. And he lowered the mic down so we could stare off and see it, you know, give an opportunity for a picture to be snapped. But we know it's also facing hard cam, so it's, you know, something will get it. You know, this is the thing, everybody. I don't mind breaking kayfabe on stream because it's show business, baby. We don't get those pictures. We don't get those clips. Then what did we do? It's like it didn't happen. Maybe this is what Rip needs for a move. We got to give him the old the flare flop. Oh, I had good timing with the storytelling then. I happen to tell the story right as those pictures are being edited. See here. Oh, there, the poison mist. That's literally played the game just to save up enough points to buy that so I could give it to Dr. Redacted. Power clothesline. Oh, this will be the Love Gun Lariat. Yeah, that's his front special for sure. All right. Back weak grapples. I mean, a back rake ain't out of the picture for him. That we might give him a back rake. Yeah, the Love Gun Lariat for sure is the right call. Yeah, falling backdrop is good for him. I saw forearm smash. That's got to be. That's a little. He's not like the technical flipper kind of guy. He's the overhand club kind of guy. You know what I mean? Speaking of, that Levi match, the first thing that happened, we go to lock up. He ducks behind and he gave me a club to the back. Maybe the hardest I've ever been hit in a wrestling ring. And then he immediately followed it with an axe handle that felt like just as hard. Like, if I were to pick the 5 hardest times I've ever been hit in a match, I think 3 of them happened this Saturday with my best friend. You know, they say you hit your friends the hardest, and holy crap, Levi really took that to heart. Oh, that's good. I like that for Rip. The big pick 'em up, spin 'em around. Yeah, that feels Rip. You know, Rip is a straightforward smash mouth like wrestler. He's a brawler and a powerhouse and everything, but he would never want to admit it. There is a wild amount of showmanship in what he does. He will spin around, he will exaggerate things, he will show off things to the crowd. He would never admit it, but like, and it's easy to miss. It's easy to not even think about it when you're watching him because so much of what he does is so explosive. It comes from out of nowhere, and he hits people really hard, which is also very distracting. Um, but yeah, he's a showman. Don't let his gruff exterior sell you on any other version of reality. He's a showman. He's such a character in the ring. Yeah, when we were in Japan, we were watching a lot of old Japanese wrestling in the first couple of weeks, and we were watching the Funks versus Brody and Hanson, and he's marveling at Brody and marveling at Hanson. That's what he's there to watch. And I'm watching Terry Funk goofy sell, tripping and falling, arms everywhere, getting tied up in the ropes. And I looked at him and I said, "You know something, Rip? I think you might be in your Terry Funk era because this is all stuff you do." Hey, Bobby Gilbert's in the chat. Did I beat Levi? I did. It was a hell of a match. It was about 20 minutes of some of the hardest I've ever been hit, and throwing around some. I mean, Levi outweighs me right now by 20 to 40 pounds, and I gave him the Perry-go-round, I gave him a power bomb, I gave him a giant Saito. I leapt off the second rope with a no hands Hurricane Rana. There was a lot of stuff you don't see from me usually in that match. Yeah, Rai saying kaiju level fight. We were told by a number of people that our match was legitimately scary to watch because we were so big and we were moving so fast and hitting each other so hard. Rip said watching us circle in the ring was kind of unreal. It was like 2 giants, which was so cool to hear. Like that's big praise coming from Rip. So he goes to Japan, watches Japanese wrestling promotion. He watches the matches with the Americans. You know, it's very Rip. Very Rip. I did get revenge. I got my comeuppance. As far as I'm concerned, I'm allowed to wrestle in California again if I want. I don't know if that would stand up in a court of law, but that's what I've decided. Oh yeah, that's very Rip Byson. Look at that. Come on. That just wallop, bam. Yeah, that's. I might just give him that for both. What was that? What was that even called? Just big clothesline? Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Let's find. He's got to have some kind of like big. You know, the thing is, people wouldn't necessarily know it. Rip has a big amateur background. He doesn't work any of it into his wrestling normally. Like, it's just powerhouse, brawly, bashy stuff. Dory Jr. is one of those. I have to separate the person from the wrestler. There's a lot of those, for sure. Dory is not one that Terry was the star for a reason. I will say, though, the one bit of defense on anything Dory I have to say is that he's like 87 or something right now, and like within the last 2 months did a exploding barbed wire cage death match in Japan. Gotta love that. Doesn't excuse anything else, but you gotta love that. See, Bobby Gilbert says Perry versus Sheik Hood Slam. I'd do it in a heartbeat. I love Sheik. She and I have known each other for 15 years now. We've only ever had one singles match, and it was a blast. I had a great time, and I would do it again in an instant. Torture rack for sure. He doesn't break it out often, but I think he should. Is there multiple headbutts in the back? I believe so. Yeah, I think there is. I think you're right. Let's see. There's definitely going to be some big multiple headbutt thing. I remember that in this game where they grab the head, and that's... You're absolutely right, Auntie. Good. Keeping an eye out. That is very Rip Bison. Very Rip Bison. Might be down in the yellows here. Multiple headbutts. There it is. Ah! Come on, that's so Rip Bison. I'm pretty sure he's done that to me. I'm pretty sure he'll do it to me again. What am I saying? Bobby Gilbert says, I'd love to meet Sheik. Sheik is a delight. Sheik is as big a personality as you could hope for. Nothing bad to say about Dark Sheik. She's earned every bit of the reputation she has, and it's a great one to have. And of course, here it is. The big finish from behind. Woo! Baningahama. It was crazy for me when I found out that Kobashi only hit the burning hammer like 7 times ever and never allowed anyone to kick out of it. Amazing. Let's see. Auntie, yeah, the Rip versus Big Beef match was really something else. Sheik is the best. Totally agree. Feel the nickname Stone Cold really would have been perfect for Dory Jr. The man wrestles like a serial killer, just emotionless and smooth. Yeah, maybe. That it could have worked for if he was in a different era. It could have worked for him, but he was so like he was in such an era where like your character really they didn't even really have much character at that point. And he had so little character that honestly maybe Stone Cold sounds too interesting for him. Okay, now I'm giving this to Rip because I saw him basically throw an NZ just like this over the weekend on Travis Huckabee, and it was awesome. Rip and I both throw enziguris, but it's very rare. We don't break them out often. This is the thing of being a heavyweight wrestler. You got to pick your moments when you do the big, flashy, flippy movie stuff. Otherwise, it becomes meaningless, and you become very uninteresting. The example I give of this is Keith Lee. He could do flips and ranas and head scissors and all those things, kinda. They were slow, they weren't great, but he could do them, and he did them every match. So when he did it, it meant nothing. I believe, Antichrist, that you have, in fact, probably seen both of us throw NZs. I believe you've seen Rip throw a Rana. Rip will do the Ripper Con Rana. Yeah, diminishing returns, exactly. He'll do the Ripper Con Rana from the top rope. The Franken Ripper, however you want to call it. I'm going to give it to him both times on that. Why not? And I just recently did sort of the other version of it. He puts you up, goes up like a superplex, gives you a Rana from the top. I leap from the second rope with a no-hands Rana, which I did to Levi. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save just in case the game decides to conk out again. I'm going to treat you guys to a small clip from the Levi match. I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to. I'll pull up Google Chrome for us here. Yeah. Shoot name on the screen. You hate to see it. All right. Yeah, I'm going to pull up just a quick clip for you guys so that we can see a little, see just a hint of what went down this weekend. Here we go. Going to drag it on in here. Here we go. Just a little clip. If anyone asked, this never happened. You guys never saw this. This is myself and Levi Shapiro at Pro Wrestling Grind just from this past weekend. Just a little clip of what went down. Lucha parry. No hands Rana from the second rope. Levi catching the line. Goes for the Northern Lights. Can't quite get me up. Hopped out of it and... there it is. All right, and with that we can go on back here. Nightbot admonishing Bobby Gilbert for spamming caps. I gotta change some of the settings on Nightbot. It's his first night on the job, everybody. My apologies. But yeah, the earthquake. Every time we fell, I was told that it really was like a wild feeling to watch the two of us in the ring. That the ring was loud, that like you could feel the ground shake with it. Like if we ran the ropes and hit the corners or the buckles, like you could feel the ring shift on the floor. That's pretty cool. Like, you know, as a kid who grew up with a lot of body image issues, it's a neat feeling now to just recently have like really come into appreciating my own size. Like I don't get worried about being big anymore. It's cool now where I'm like, yeah, I'm a heavyweight. Like when I hit somebody, people got to think about it for a second. Yeah, I know, Bobby. Yeah, I got to mess with the settings on Nightbot. Right now it's on default settings, so it yelled at Nickabeans earlier for using too many emotes, which is crazy. Which, by the way, anyone who wants to see them, there's custom emotes now on the channel. Go ahead, you can send a Perry face or a Bigfoot or a Gravedigger or something. All right, let's. Oh, we're getting into the strikes for Rip now. This is his meat and potatoes. Got to give him that overhand chop for sure. Let's see. He does do the slappies, but not these slappies. These are not the ones. We gotta find that. Oh, here we go. All the chops. Yeah. Angry Perry face. That's the face Nightbot makes when you type in all caps, apparently. All right, chop one for Ripper. Oh, these are all kicks now? Come on, we need more chops. No kicks, just chops. Let's see. He doesn't do the Kawatas. He does the stompy front kicks. Yeah. He gives him like the little, like the Austin. Yeah, there we go. That's a Rip Byson kick. Whoa, what is... Okay, Bobby, what is that emote? I can't tell who that is. We gotta switch this one up. Does it have the Austin kick somewhere? Maybe way up at the top? It'll be some form of front kick. There we go. Yeah, that kind of leaping forward. Ba-bam. Oh, it's nothing. Hey, thank you, Nightbot. Everyone should subscribe to my my YouTube. Everyone should visit my shop. The YouTube subscription is very important. I'm at 965 subscribers last time I looked. Once I hit that 1,000, I get to turn on all the money-making options. Right. We're gonna give him some more. Yeah, we're gonna give him some more chops here. No Mongolian chop though. He does it once in a while because he's a ham. But hey, no problem, Bobby Gilbert. Happy to do it. Can you set how they hit the ropes in this game? No, they only have one animation for how they hit the ropes, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would. Oh, actually, that's where was that? Yeah, that's Rip's NZ. That's how Rip throws an NZ. That's go. He's getting that one. I was gonna just do all chops, Nope, not anymore. Here we go. 2 different hard chops. Oh, that second one's Giant Baba. The little, it's just right here. He's not getting the Baba. I'm Baba. I don't know who he is. There's an argument he's Brody. I think he's Terry. Let's see, any more? Oh, standing back chop? Spinning back chop. He's got to start doing those. He doesn't do them, but he should. Not to me, but he should do them to someone. You're going to hear me say that a lot. It's on my mind because I got to wrestle him October 25th in East Hampton, Massachusetts for Pro Wrestling Grind Presents Celebration Day. I know. Every year it's Celebration Day, and then there's a subtitle. I know what that is already. I know the answer. But I can't say yet. It hasn't been announced. We're still confirming a few talents, and once they're ready to go, I will be finishing the graphics, since I do the graphics for Grind now. See, I might just have to give him the same. Oh, hard headbutt maybe. Ooh. We can give him something like a haymaker punch or something. Haymaker to body. I don't know. We gotta give him jumping clothesline maybe. No, that's like a Vader. He does do some drop kicks, but that ain't it. Let's see. Maybe we do give him a Mongolian chop. He is kind of a ham. I'm dressing up as a sad clown for this. You know, here, okay, check it out. Rip and Delmy insist that their October show, because it's the anniversary show, and it was originally done to be near Rip's birthday, which it is again this year, that it's not a Halloween show. It's not a Halloween show. They don't want any of the talent doing like costumes and dressing up. Let me tell you, the talent disagrees. We think it should be a Halloween show. And in fact, the idea we've come up with, because Rip won't watch this, he doesn't watch my stuff. We all think that we shouldn't tell any of them. And then when we get there, all the wrestlers dress as Rip Byson. And then we all come out and wrestle as Rip Byson, which would be particularly fun in my match because it would be me as Rip Byson against Rip Byson. I think he would hate it. He would be so angry. And I really don't want to be in the ring with him when he's in that mood. Yeah, I agree, Antichrist. The Mongolian chop had to be it. I was trying not to pick it, but it will help glue on all the beards. I have one. I'd have to get the brush in color, just make it a little darker. So I'm lucky. Less work for me. Oh, Rip Byson mentioned me in his Instagram story. Oh, that's nice. He shared that I'm doing the stream. I mean, he ain't gonna watch it, but it's nice that he shared that I'm doing it. That's good. All right. His ducking attack, chop, but that's more like a teabag. That's not him. Tackle, maybe. I think he's more of the rising clothesline guy. Yeah, that's become a real signature of mine. Rising up with that clothesline out of nowhere. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That'll work. Well, that's cool, but he wouldn't do that. This game has some of the best animations and stuff. Now this is, yeah, wallop. Yeah, that's my favorite. What did I miss? Bobby Gilbert, you missed that we were saying Rip and Delmy do not want their October shows that they run for Pro Wrestling Grind to be Halloween shows. But the talent disagrees, and we think that we should all show up and just dress as Rip Byson and not tell anyone. Every match, it's Rip Byson versus Rip Byson. 2 Rip Bisons versus 2 Rip Bisons. It's a tag match. Everyone's Rip Byson. Which would make my match where I'm actually wrestling against Rip Byson really annoying to Rip, because I would also be Rip Byson. Now, he would be in such a terrible mood from all this that I have not condoned it to the roster, because I do not want to be in the ring with an angry Rip Byson. That is, if I hadn't mentioned it since you've been on the stream, yeah, even more Zubaz pants than usuals, yeah. I will say, that's a Rip Byson walk. That's exactly how he walks. Look at how angry he looks. Look at this grouchy bastard. Look at him. That is some Rip Bison shit. Holy crap. All right. Sorry, I'm geeking out on a walking animation. All right, running attacks. He definitely does the avalanche. He and I both do that. This is one of the things that's really interesting about when I wrestle Rip. Our movesets are not particularly dissimilar from each other. Which can make things kind of difficult. Forearm smash. No. Flying lariat. No, that's not it. Come on. Flying cross chop. Oh, is this the Mil Mascaras? Yeah, but he doesn't do that. I'm just excited about... Oh, yeah. He definitely does the heavy running drop kick from time to time. He's been doing it a lot more lately. Now, somewhere in here, there's going to be, like, one of those big boots that's, like, really... that's not quite it. Yeah, it's going to be one of the Yakuza kicks. Probably that first one. Yeah, it's that first one. Is there a running chop? Only the Mil Mascaras one, I think, right? They got to give him a clothesline from hell or some big Whoa! Oh yeah, give him the Stan Hansen. That's the Hansen, baby. Let's go. That's Rip if there ever was. All right. Oh, yep. Flying head scissors. He breaks that out once in a while, and he's real excited when he gets to do it. So that's what he's getting. In the back, he doesn't really do any of these. I guess I would give him the release German if I gave him anything out of there. Bobby Gilbert says, "Did you hear about Statlander? Are we referring to Statlander winning a belt? Because I did hear about that." Antichrist says Bulldog. Maybe. Let's take a look. Yeah, actually that does have kind of a Rip feel to it. I agree. I did hear about Statlander winning a belt. I'm very excited for her. I've known Chris Statlander for probably 8 years or so, and she's great. She worked very hard to earn it. I think Bulldog, because Rip tends to keep forward momentum. He really does. I've mentioned on stream before, but I'll say it again. When we were training in Japan on shoot training days, which was Monday, where we were just training grappling. Oh yeah, he's getting the big splash. Why not? Or elbow drop? Yeah, he would probably do an elbow drop. I mean, I don't think he'd do any of these. I think he'd just stomp on someone. Yeah. On the shoot training days, when we were training grappling, we would often end class by doing sumo in rounds. And the way it worked was standard sumo setup. You squat down, both fists touch the ground. That's when it's go time. And the rule was you lost if any part of your body other than the soles of your feet touched the mat, or if you ever touched the ropes. That was considered out. And Rip was really good. He was real good. And I think that's part of it's all forward momentum to him. He is a forward moving guy. When he's in the ring, he's very forward. You've seen us wrestle a lot. Hang on, I'm backing up in the chat. I was shocked when she pinned Tony. Oh, that's good. I'm glad. Yeah, you have seen us wrestle a lot. But we've wrestled a lot. Like, we really have. I believe I've had more singles matches with Rip Byson than any other wrestler I've ever wrestled. Number 2 would probably be Levi. And our match this past Saturday, I looked it up, not counting triple threats, not counting tags or four-ways or any of those things. It was our 11th singles match with each other. And the first one we'd had in a little over 8 years. Hey, Hirobotic made it. Welcome, bud. Hirobotic was there on Saturday. It was quite a match, and I'm still very much feeling it. I'll be working out after this, and I always take my flexing photos, and everyone's going to see the god-awful bruising that is kind of all over me, because Levi Levi swings for the fences, man. He's not. He doesn't phone it in out there. Yeah, Levi does have a great brutal style. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hero was there with his hot dog hoodie. That's true. Okay, I kind of like that for Rip. I think he should start, again, I'm going to say it again. He should start doing this, just not to me. Yeah, I got to say goodnight to Hirobotic as he sprinted out the door, but you know that's having a kiddo, an elementary schooler. You know, a night at the matches is a long night for the kids to be out, so I'm sure he wanted to get home. One of the Lost Boys put on your hoodie. Oh, which one? One of them I team with at Rad Pro. The other one doesn't come up and work there. Oh yeah, surfboard stretch. That's good. Yeah, we're giving that to Old Ripper. During the match. Okay, it was Ryan Riz, so I believe that is not, that's the other one. The other kid, the one who's not Ryan Riz, the other one, might be Alden something, Aiden something. I can never remember people's names anymore. But him I team with over at Rad Pro. You know what? I'm gonna put it in my story now. Awesome. I'll see it there. All right. Let's see here. This seems kind of rip-like. Now I'm just kind of guessing and giving him like random. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's we did a lot of that in Lucha class in Japan. I've got to upload a few of the good stuff I caught too. Yeah, it's always fun in the days that follow one of these shows to see like the content kind of like trickle in. Can't wait for Wreckfest 2. I can't wait for Wreckfest 2. I'm excited. That'll be really fun. That'll be a fun one to stream. Onto yeah. Yeah, Rip got way into doing the lucha stuff when we were in Japan, and he's brought a little of it back with him, doing his moonsaults and his head scissors, and occasionally running up the ropes to do like lucha drags and those kinds of things. Yeah, he does some cool stuff when he gets the chance. Got to be working with the right person though. This feels very Rip. He would want it to be the crippler crossface, but that's not him. The recliner pin, maybe? Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah, Rip can get real fancy these days. I mean, he always kind of could, but he added a lot of stuff to the repertoire while we were in Japan. Our trainings on Thursdays were with Mentai Kid, who trained at Toramon in Mexico under Ultimo Dragon, and then when he moved back to Japan, he continued his training under Jushin Liger. So his pedigree is not clowning around, and he was one of the hardest people I've ever trained for. He demanded excellence because he believed we were capable of doing anything. And it was challenging, and it was great. You know, that's something when I was young. Oh yeah, headbutt to groin. Ah, there you go, Rip. When I was young, teachers of any type, Mexican surfboard for sure. Yep. Teachers that were difficult, I just disliked. It was hard. I didn't like it. And even in college, like, I was sort of starting to appreciate the difficult teachers. You know, I felt like they made me better in the work that they made me produce. But now, as a full-grown adult, like, the two hardest trainers I've ever worked with in wrestling were Tajiri and Mentai Kid. And I feel like my time in Japan made me a much better wrestler. It's a shame that it came 15 years in, but it's better late than never, you know? Bobby Gilbert has figure promotion news. The Fig Fed. What's going on with the Fig Fed, bud? Tell me about it. All right, let's Rip would definitely do a spinning toe hold. Spinning toe hold for sure. He's in his Terry Funk era. What can I say? Boston Crab. Why not? Ground attack. These are all just going to be friggin' stomps. Ooh, not double stomps though. That's not his style. Mongolian chop. Honestly, I could see Rip doing that. Couldn't you? Ooh, these double stomps I don't think used to be here. This one's more him. And he's going to get that for, I think, all of them. It's just very him. He's gonna whoop my butt on October 25th. I'm not going to lose, but he's going to whoop my butt. Yeah, he does really only have the one stomp. I mean, I guess when it works, you only need the one, right? All right, turnbuckle attacks. I like the double ear slap, but that ain't him. He's chopping. He's coming in here, and yeah, we got more chops in the corner. We got more. We got maybe Mongolian chop in the corner. Yeah, I think so. Or maybe palm strike. Nah, Mongolian chop for sure. The running buckle attack. This is going to be the avalanche. This is going to be like the Vader avalanche. He and I both, that's a go-to for both of us. It's a go-to for Levi. And I'll tell you, Levi hit me with 2 of those. Man, he meant business. We were going hard in that match. This is Friday, I crowned a new champion. Kyrie and Akira Shida, the tag champs, and Jeff Hardy defeated Dale Earnhardt Jr. to win his first championship. Wow. Intergalactic World of Mars champion. I like that title. Only the 4th. Wow. I like that you do like the Japanese promotions where you remember what number a champion was. Like for me, I am the 4th RPM Best of the Fest champion. I am the 3rd Pro Wrestling Grind Grand champion, and I am the inaugural Blitzkrieg Pro Jensen Memorial champion. My 3 current championships. In case anyone forgot that I'm Perry 3 belts. I wanted to make a Perry 3 belts emote, but all the pictures were too little to really see what they were. Also, I would just be sad when I had to remove them once I start losing belts, because one day I'll lose them. You know, why am I still looking? I'm just gonna give him the thing again. What's body attack? Oh, that's like the Sting one, yeah. Nyla Rose was the 1st, Rio was the 2nd, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was the 3rd. You know, who knew Dale Earnhardt Jr. had such a knack for fig-fed wrestling? Turns out he's great at it. Rip does love an up and over. We're gonna give him the old up and over. Tree of Woe attacks. He's stomping here. Where's the stomps? Give me some stomps. Might be like front kick. What is it called? Come on. Show me the stomps. Okay, here we go. There's some axe kicks. Might have to be a little bit further down here. Probably down in the weak strikes, I bet. Not any of those. It's got to be a stomp. I didn't see any stomps. No. Yeah, it's got to be down below this in like the weak strikes or something. Here we go. Front kicks. That's the one. Just going to give him the same thing again. Your bot prevented me from posting in all caps about you keeping your belts forever. Yeah, I gotta reel in Nightbot. It's Nightbot's first night on the job, and all the settings are sort of in their defaults, because I didn't really look at everything that carefully. I just set it up so that I could have the frequent reminders about my YouTube channel and such. So I will be correcting that, and yeah, getting Nightbot to be a little bit more lenient about things like all caps or too many emotes. All things that it gets upset about. If Herobotic, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, but I do have custom emotes available now on the channel. Getting fancy around here. Trying to keep things interesting. Alright, is there like a front kick here? Yeah, he would just do the body avalanche again. Why not? Alright. Here we go. Big chop for sure. Very, very Red Byson. Oh yeah, multiple chops. Machine gun chopper. I wonder if they got the like a hard machine gun chop. Oh, maybe just that one. He also loves the multiple clothesline in the corner. He does this a lot. There it is. There's those emotes. All right, Auntie. Thanks for stopping by. It was good to see you, bud. I hope you're doing great out there. We miss you. Sometime get back to the East Coast. Hit up a grind show. Come hang out. We won't even make you do that much ring crew. Just a little. Just for old time's sake, you know. All right. He definitely does the Frankensteiner. It doesn't have to be a special, I don't think. There it is, the Ripper Conrana front special. Let's see, what do we got for front specials? Oh, we got the Mist one. Oh, and there's the Dragon Rana. If only. Yeah, I wouldn't want to take that from him. I sort of just did this on Levi. Yeah, we just saw the clip. I didn't do it from the top rope. I did it from the second, but it still looked pretty much just like that. All right, let's give him the Frankensteiner again. No sense languishing over this. Yep, forearm smash, forearm smash. We're gonna keep with the forearm smashes. He ain't doing any super backdrops, I don't think. That's not him. He's also probably not doing a top rope poison Rana. This seems like a bit much for Rip. I don't think he would do this. Certainly, I hope he doesn't do it to me on October 25th in East Hampton, Massachusetts. At Pro Wrestling Grind's annual end-of-the-year Celebration Day. This is our 5th annual Celebration Day, I think. Might be the 4th. I don't know. Is it our 5th anniversary or our 4th? Somebody help me out. Who can look that up? I think it's the 4th. Our first show must have been 2021. No way it was 2020. Saturday is my Fig Feds showdown in Seoul. Oh, sick. South Korea. Love South Korea, Bobby Gilbert. That rules. I got year 4. Last year was 3. Okay, thank you, Rye. I knew someone in the chat would have paid attention. You know, honestly, I missed Celebration Day 2 because I was in Japan, and I think that really threw me off on keeping a count on how many there had been. And I remember last year I was just in a trios match, not featured in a big way. Rip's gonna throw him. He's not a drop him on the crotch guy. He's a chuck him kind of guy. The super backdrop's fun. All right, flying attacks. Now we get fun. Now if he's coming off the top rope, he's not doing a crossbody. I don't think. Maybe he will. I think he's probably doing a diving line. If he's going to the floor from the top rope, I think he's probably doing an axe handle. Yeah, that's got to be it. Let's see here. Standing opponent with a special. I think he would probably... Yeah, he'd do the Misawa elbow for sure. Let's see, Celebration Day last year was my first time photographing Grind in-house. Oh, cool. You know, honestly, like, it's hard for me to imagine Grind without you there now. So I wouldn't have known which show was the first, because honestly, like, it just kind of feels like you would have always been there. It's such a natural fit to have you along, like you and Nikki, honestly, like, it just feels like, yeah, they've always been there. Of course they have. Wait, was that it? What was that? Saw a moonsault. That's something I want to start doing. I want to start doing the Tenryu. Okay, Rip does do a bit of a crooked moonsault. Let's be real. It's often a bit crooked. So we're gonna do it crooked when it's okay. I like the splash on the outside. Oh, you know what? It would be the elbow though, but not the back elbow. It'd be a regular elbow because he does the Foley. We'll give him a nice, clean, straight one for his special. No, it really does. The two of you were such a natural fit there. You know, Grind has a really interesting vibe. Blitzkrieg is like a party atmosphere, but it feels kind of big, if that makes sense. So like, it's hard for anyone who's like local and from the area to become a part of it. Like, it took me forever to be a part of that. Grind I was with from the beginning, and it feels big. Like there's a special vibe in that room once everything is all set up. But let's see, which one do we like better? I'm focusing on the move for a second. There is a special vibe in that room. That said, I wonder if there's just like a moonsault press. That said, Grind, everyone's so focused on what they do there being great. You know, it's a place that it feels intimidating to look at as a performer because of the lights and the setup and the you know, even like just the custom apron, the doors, everything makes it feel big. So people show up there and they bring their A game, they bring their best, and because of that, we get people who want to help out and want to lend a hand and want to do things, and there's a little bit of apprehension sometimes on the part of Rip and Delmy, where they, you know, oh, is this someone that'll be good at this? Will this work? And so like often there's sort of like a, oh, we got to try this person out kind of vibe. Anyone who's been asked to come back multiple times and do anything for Grind, it is because they excel at what they do. They're great at what they do. And so it is no mistake that the two of you have become a part of running the shows. You're no longer ticket purchasers. You are part of the crew. There is no mistake there. It's not a convenience thing. You're not there because you happen to be our buddies. You're there because you excel at what you do and you belong there. Rip and Delmy keep a very high bar set for that place, and they lower it for no one. I'll say that. Yeah, I loved the makeup on Skyros. It was so good. It was so good. Like, what a cool thing. And seeing the pictures. I like the video you posted with I think it might have been like Rip and Mooney making fun of him behind, or it was Mooney and Huckabee making fun of him in the background, and then Delmy came up to stare at him. Very funny. Yeah, Herobotic agrees that the makeup was awesome. Thanks, Nightbot. Try to be more lenient with my pals here, though. Sorry, gotta talk him down. Can't let it think too much of itself. You know what, though? You did all of us a favor with it taking almost an hour. That's an hour where none of us had to interact with Mike Skyros. Oh, Rip should start doing the bonsai drop. Oh, that's a great idea. He has, on occasion, thrown a Vader bomb. I've taken a Vader bomb from him, so we'll give him the Vader bomb. It was great to have Travis Huckabee back, huh? Have we been missing him at grind or what? That's another guy. When you excel, you're meant to be a grind. I want to make sure it's not middle fingers, it's just fists. Okay, yeah, that's very Rip Byson. Now one of these will be like headbanging. Just gotta find the headbanging. Yeah, Grind's gonna have a very interesting 2026. I've been helping them put together a lot of things. We've been working on a bunch of things for the company, and yeah, plans are going to be very interesting in 2026. I don't think it's going to look a whole lot like previous years. I think it's going to be a much more exciting year with some very cool stuff coming. I'm hesitant to call what they're planning changes, but there will be changes. But all for the best and all very good. All very positive changes. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll suplex him in on that one, yeah. Yeah, with the special we'll suplex him in because we want to beat him. Yeah, those are all good. I like when setting up certain moves are nice and fast. He's not doing... Rip learned some lucha, but he ain't doing any lion salts. We're gonna skip that. Now he does do some diving to the outside. He could do a house show dive. He's not doing that. He's not doing that. I don't see him doing the tiger sui. I think we're going with the house show dive. Okay, now with this, he hasn't done it in a while. But he definitely does. Let's see if there's another one. He does the dive over the top rope. These days he is more likely to do a sui, I think. But he's been known to hit this guy. So I'm giving it to him. We'll give him the sui on the other one here. There we go. Gotta re-up my sub. Oh no! Oh no! You're robotic, getting the ads. The fake? Nah, he's not doing the fake. He's not doing the flip, the Masawa, the flip over fake either. So we're gonna say none there. Rebound flying attack. Yeah, now the back elbow he could do. I may tell him we may have to do some lucha when we wrestle. October 25th in East Hampton, Massachusetts at Celebration Day. Tickets on sale soon. I don't believe that they have it set up just yet, but they'll be on sale very soon. I got to talk to them about that. Make sure we get all set up. That's one of the big changes coming. Is we're looking to get away from Eventbrite. Their site has been kind of hiccupy for us and has presented a few problems here and there, and we're done having those problems. We don't want it anymore. Oh, do we let him walk the ropes since he learned to walk the ropes a little? I think we give him the rope walk. He's never really done that, but I think he should. Oh yeah, he would do this. Not to me, but he would do that. Oh geez, yeah, I think. Oh, would he choke slam to the outside or power bomb to the outside? Oh, we got gifted subs rolling in. Shout out Nika Beans. Thank you so much. Always happy to see some subs being gifted out to the community. I definitely didn't see all of them, but it looks like I had a few alerts. Thank you so much for that. Always happy to see it. That's one of my next things. I'm gonna get the little animated alerts that go in the chat when that stuff happens. I didn't quite get to setting that up because I got suckered in watching the September Grand Sumo Basho going on. Yokozuna Hoshoryu is on a tear. Last I checked, I believe they are wrestling currently. The Basho is happening. He was at 9-0, undefeated in the first 9 days of the Basho. Meanwhile, Yokozuna Onosato had one loss, if I recall correctly, on day 4. So he is 8-1 currently. A few other Rikishi are keeping up with Onosato, but right now it looks like we're gonna have the first time in, I believe, over 10 years. On day 15, we will have a Yokozuna versus Yokozuna final match of the Basho, and they will both have great records going into it. It's possible that we see that end up determining who wins the Basho. If they end up tied going into that final day, that would be very exciting. We'll see what the bookers decide. All right. That elbow is close to the cactus, so we'll give him that for now. I think he would do the diving elbow here. I don't think he's doing any of these. Maybe the shoulder block. We'll give him the shoulder block. Why not? Yeah, I don't know about any of these. Yeah, I don't think he's doing any of those. He probably could, but he doesn't. I need to hydrate. I'm keeping a close eye on the time because I still do have my workout coming tonight. It's shoulders and abs tonight, which is a long workout. It's a long workout. So I want to make sure I allow myself time for that. And it's the Basho's going on, so I get to put the Basho on down in the gym and watch the sumo wrestling while I'm working out. So, you know, I got to enjoy those moments while I've got them. Let's see. So, is there an S.A. Rios in here? Where he does the head banging on the outside? I mean, that's, you know what, that's kind of... Rip is such a carny. Like, I'm giving him that. He ain't here to tell me not to. Yeah, Irish whip attack. Got to be the avalanche, right? Where's the body avalanche? Oh, maybe he just chops him. Nah, I think it's the avalanche. It's gonna be down in the weaker strikes, right? He loves that body avalanche. Nothing wrong with that. I use it a lot myself. Wow, I don't think I see it. Well, maybe it is going to be the chop. Oh, maybe it's a Mongolian chop. Let's give him the Mongolian here. Okay, now we got the running grapples. Let's see. Oh, power slam for sure. Which one? Yeah, I think I like that one better for him. I like that, but I don't see him doing it. The Farouk Spinebuster, he's hit me with a lot over the years. Let's see, do they have a regular Spinebuster in here? Because he also does that. Yeah, he does that a lot. I did see there was like a choke slam, because maybe that's him too. Oh, swinging choke slam. Nah, that's not really him. Oh, the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker's definitely him. He picked that up from Mentai Kid. Alright, front special. Yep, yeah, yep, that's what we're doing there. I'm not going to worry about taunts for the time being. Double team. Are they gonna have anything equivalent to Threat Level Midnight, our big finish that we're known for? You guys want to see us hit a gnarly Threat Level Midnight? I got a clip of that I can pull up too. It's from just a couple weeks ago down in Philadelphia for Power Pro Lucha. Sound off in the chat if you want to see me and Rip hit the old Threat Level Midnight. Beans. Yes. Let me see if I can pull it on up here. Just oh, you know what? Before I do, let's save in case the game decides to quit on me again like it was doing earlier. See? Now we're thinking. Now we're thinking. Okay, let me pull it on up here. Let's see here. It's going to be in here. Media. Oh, you know what? It's not the video that I have, it's the picture that I have. Well, we can watch the picture too. Unless maybe I can just send it to myself. Hang on. Let me see if let me make sure I have the clip. Because I might not. Bear with me here, folks. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got the clip. This is it, right? Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. Please hold. Just get it somewhere where I can pull it up real quick. In fact, I'm gonna send it to Justice. I'm gonna send it to our old pal Herobotic. And then I'm gonna pull it up from there. That's gonna be the easiest way. There it is. Send. All right. We're gonna watch a threat level midnight here. I swear we're making it all, it's all coming together. Get the audio on here. Get it over here where we need it. Oh, hey. There we go. All right, here we go. Pulling it up in the chat here. Here we go.
State champs. But a big boot from Iron Rip Byson.
You guys ready to see me send a big dude flying?
Oh, no. They could be looking. It is threat level midnight. Mutually assured destruction. The state champs.
There it is. First time breaking that out in a while. Because admittedly, that was the first time we've teamed in 2025. Herobotic got to see it on 2 screens at once because I sent it to him in a chat. All right, let's finish Rip's moves here. We're almost done. Then we gotta give him his names real quick. You know what? These are fine. The double teams are sort of standard. All right, we're gonna give him his name real quick. Set all his stuff just real quick here. And then we'll put him in a match. We'll watch his entrance one time. And then I'm going to go lift some weights. Everybody wants to be a wrestler. Nobody wants to lift no heavy-ass weights. I do miss seeing you two together a ton. I love teaming with Rip, and I can tell you, I don't think, the dates aren't listed on my thing yet. I haven't added them yet, I don't believe. Maybe I have. If there was a bunch of dates for Limitless in November at the end there. I believe 4 times in November we're going to be teaming together at Limitless in Maine. I don't think that's confidential info at the moment. So there will be a bit more mutually assured destruction this year, but it's going to be all the way up in the great state of Maine. Thank you, Nightbot. I know I'm preaching to the choir, but you guys, if you haven't, subscribe to the old YouTube. I'm so close to 1,000. 695 is what I heard. Sorry, 965 is what I last saw before I came in here to do the old stream. I believe we're putting him just over the line into heavyweight. Music, we're definitely giving him Cactus. It's such a jam. You guys ready to hear Cactus again? Here we go. Oh no, did I spell Byson? I did spell Byson. Oh goodness. heard the end of that. Byson. And no Titantron for him. Yes, I would like to save this superstar. All right. Who's ready to see old Ripper in the ring? It's time.
Exhibition.
Alright, let's set up a little singles match here. What do? Do we just watch and see what the computer does, or should I be involved? I say we let the computer run wild with it and see what it does. Yeah, someday when you're talking to Rip and you're just like, hello, Byson. All you gotta do is walk up to his merch table and say, I'd like to buy some merch. How'd I do? Pretty good? I thought it was pretty fun. Let's see, let's wrestle at SmackDown. No limit, countouts, hardcore, good. Good. Good, this all makes sense, yep, good. No belt, okay. We will have myself, old Pear Bear, taking on the one and only Iron Rip Byson. And now, I've set it up to be computer versus computer. I'm going to settle back with you guys and watch this match. And when it concludes... oh, look, I got Delmy coming out with me because we were tagging when I made this. That's right, Delmy's in my corner, not Rip's corner. That's right. Why is she walking like D'Lo Brown? Oh, Rip's pissed. Look at him. Look at the way he walks. That's an angry man. Walks up to merch table, grabs his shirt, and stares closely at it. My son? I've been saying it wrong this whole time. Let's see. How smart is the computer? Does it figure it out? Does it make this actually work? Boy, a lot of walking around and not touching each other. We might have to change tactic here. I might have to take over. This is about how we wrestle in real life. A lot of just standing and staring. Come on, guys. I can hear the Gyoji in sumo right now going, fight. He's always yelling at them to fight. It is funny that Delmy comes out with me because we were a tag team at this time. And we got the whole Byson office. The whole family's here. Uh-oh. Is Delmy going to beat him up? Are they just going to behave? They're probably cordial to each other in this situation, I would think. Yeah, they're okay. Alright, this is clearly not going to do anything. So I'm going to set it up again where I'm going to play as Rip, and we'll do it that way.
Exhibition.
So I'll play as Rip. We already saw me come out. What do you think? Rip versus Dr. Redacted, maybe? Rip versus CPA? Or do we put me against me? We better probably put me in there. Why not? There it is. That's a screen grab, if ever I've seen one. I'm snipping that right now. That's going to be our... I'm not telling Rip, but this is going to be the match graphic that we release for... That's going to be the match graphic that we put out. I'm just saving the image. Give me one moment here, guys. That's going to be the match graphic for Grind. Just you watch. Just you wait and see. All right. It's saved. Good. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. Back to the match here. Let's get it back up on screen here. All right, here we go. We're gonna skip the entrances since we watched them already. Yeah. glad we took care of that, huh? I know you're probably all on the edge of your seats. Did I really make it computer versus computer again? I definitely did. Okay, well at least they're doing something this time. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. In 5 minutes is when I hit 2 hours on stream. If the match hasn't ended, I'm calling it a draw. But at least they're doing something this time. Come on, guys, fight it out. Can't believe I didn't take the changes so that I was controlling one of them. What a waste of time that was. This stream's been a little bit of a mess, guys. I definitely went like a full 38 hours without sleep over the course of the weekend. So, you know, I'm doing my best. I'm going to get the workout in. That's important, right? I'm sure we were all worried about that. What do you guys think? When we're done here, do I raid the sumo basho? Do we hop over to sumo real quick when this is done? Ooh. The disrespect on that kick. Unbelievable.
Draw game.
I'm setting it up again because I know I can do it in like a couple seconds. Because I want to make something actually happen here. We went to all that trouble to make it rip. We gotta hit a burning hammer at least, right? Only took 3 tries to make it happen. It's cool. I'm a professional streamer. I'm wrestling as rip as I can. It's that NZ. And handling the human monster track. Oh, that wasn't well thought out at all. Oh. And away he goes. Moonsault. A big crooked moonsault. There's the head scissors. Yeah, we're hitting all the hits. Who's wearing a monster truck with sunglasses? Someone, I think it was Hey Mr. Man earlier, made that same one have a little finger pointing. There's. All right, so we hit the love gun lariat, and now it's time. Burning hammer. We'll finish him with a moonsault. Not quite the setup we wanted. It's all right. We'll bring it back around. We got a minute and a half before we got to be off stream. Oh, Perry's fighting back. The tenacity of the Grind Grand Champion. Yeah, I saw the someone did 2 Gravediggers nose to nose because they were able to flip them horizontally. I like it. I think being able to customize them is cool. I didn't know any of this stuff. It was literally last night. I was just like, yeah, I should probably make the emotes. I guess it's probably not that hard to do. It really wasn't. The hard part was picking what to use. Because, like, certain pictures, you can't really tell what it is. You know, because it's just so little. It's like it has to be, like, really close-ups of my face, or, like, you know, that picture of Gravedigger's the old Gravedigger, where he's a lot taller than he is wide. So he, you know, the square of the emote shows more of him. Oh, so now that's the setup I need. Big reversal. There we go. Let's set him up. Did we get him pointed the right way? I don't think so, but we can try. Is this enough? One more. Why not? Oh, he's getting up. Not quite enough distance. Yeah, I believe the only ones that can be... I believe that the ones with my face are just too close up for that. It's sort of a cactus elbow. Big headbutt. Got mad at you about the emotes. Yeah, I gotta tell him to lighten up. There we go. Burning hammer on the floor. Don't mind if I do. Let's just lay him out, moonsault it, and call it a day. Maybe face up, though. Oh, you got banned from the chat? Herobotic just told me in the, okay, yeah, I gotta change some of the settings on Nightbot. Robotic, a rebel out here breaking all the rules. Alright, let's finish this thing. This will be it. Not quite, I guess. I don't know. Let's hit that burning hammer and then go home. KO. There it is.
Knockout.
Herobotic got banned from the chat. Unbelievable. Nightbot, you are out of control. I gotta go fix all that now when I get off stream. Unreal. Although, thank you for telling everyone about my YouTube stream. All right, folks. And with that, we are going to call it a stream. Thank you all for hanging out. I had a great time hanging out with you. I am going to go ahead and send us on over to raid the sumo. If you guys want to catch a little of the sumo, hang out for a few minutes, take in a couple matches. I believe it'll be we'll be in probably Division 5 or 6 at the moment, a kind of a low ranking. We're gonna see if this works. It says no matches. Okay. It's making sure I do this correctly. There we go. Yeah, we are. We're gonna go raid Midnight Sumo. All right, enjoy some of the September Basho as it jumps us over there. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow. We might be in the workshop tomorrow. I got a lot of toy making to do, so we might be taking a break from the games for a night. So until then, take care.